Hello everyone, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. We're doing the Thieves Guild questline today.
This message is to Chief Inspector Ronbeek. It's about an arrest order. Velsa's arrest order. She isn't working with the Iron Wheel, she's their next target.
Ah.
Velsa was the last living person who could have placed the Iron Wheel on our trail. But it wasn't her. Of course it wasn't. Now I need to tell my least favorite person that she's in mortal danger.
Of course, if you haven't seen the Canarthes Roost episode, that is where we actually started the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood. So go and check those episodes out, or that episode out, if you are not caught up to this point. Basically did that so that I could grind them off screen.
I could really use her help in restoring the Thieves Guild. My eye just twitched. I need to control that around Velsa. Never show her your tell. I want to rush in, give the Iron Wheel a reason to fear us. But I'm in charge, and if I'm captured, the Thieves Guild is dead. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I need to fall back to the den while you warn Velsa. Show her the Iron Wheel's message. Tell her Nicholas is dead if you have to. Do what you can to bring her to the den. But if she refuses, leave her. I owe her a warning. Nothing more. Head to the upper levels and search for her villa. It's a bit of a maze, but look for a big garden. And watch for traps. Velsa is enthusiastic about her privacy. If she hadn't retired, Nicholas would still be alive. I shouldn't say that. She's very good at what she does. If she'd been around for the dowry heist, we'd have been spared all this tragedy. But now's not the time to open old wounds. Obnoxious and dripping with poison, just like her personality.
Cool.
Directly upon your skull. I am
Hey there.
retired.
Velsa, do not make me beg. It is unbecoming of our most profitable history.
How's it going?
And who is this, Silverclaw? Who else befouls my garden?
In all truthfulness, I have no knowledge. A friend? But you have no friends. Beyond my humble and mercantile self, of course.
Can I? There we go.
You've made it past my traps. You're lucky, stupid, or quite skilled. I haven't decided which. Well, my garden needs tending. Out with it, and be on your way. What Thieves Guild? The Iron Wheel killed or branded the lot of them. Did your illustrious guildmaster send you? Tell Nicholas if he shows his face here, I'd have a mind to slap it. With a switch. Covered in nettles. Then he finally went through with his damned fool heist. So, Guildmaster Zira sends a warning, does she? Nicholas barely in the ground and she seeks to uproot my retirement? The old cistern? Zira wouldn't warn me unless she wanted something. And I would like to see the quality of recruits she allows into her thieves' den. Very well. Help me repay a favor, and I'll play Zira's vastly inferior game. This is where you agree. Ah, you showed interest. I'll consider that your agreement. The skittish Khajiit pretending not to eavesdrop is Silverclaw. Ask him why he needs our help. Meet me behind his old warehouse. After you know what you're walking into.
Okay, what do you want?
The Thieves Guild restored to Abah's landing? I am most grateful for your timely and unexpected assistance. You see, my bountiful warehouse was taken from me by some conniving and nefarious individual. That is the question I keep asking myself. One day I arrived to find unfamiliar guards. They chased me from my own warehouse like a common dragon frog. Someone must have bribed my overseers. It does not matter. I need you to recover what was lost. What? No! Did I fail to mention the ledger hidden in my old office? I may have lost my warehouse, but the ledger is worth twice that entire rickety building. If you help Velsa restore it to me, I shall be most grateful to the Thieves Guild.
Very well, I'll go meet with her.
Then I shall look
Just gonna make it over to her. Okay.
Please, I need to buy food.
Alright, this will be easy. This will be easy. I should have gone down, I think. And no one's gonna see me here. Okay, Velsa. What's up?
You're here, and relatively unskewered. Next is the significantly harder part. First, we sneak into the warehouse. Next, we observe our surroundings. Finally, and this is the most important part, you do exactly what I tell you to do. Good, you can take direction. Did he tell you it's packed with dirt on merchants throughout Abah's Landing? How will Zero
No.
react when I bring her a grateful silver claw and his insidious ledger? I do hope it makes her eye twitch. Follow me, and keep quiet.
Okay.
A fool braying orders to lackeys. I meant Guildmaster Zira. But yes, we'll need to get past that overseer to reach Silverclaw's old office. First, you'll wait for me to get into position. Then you'll distract him so I can knock him on the head. Here, take this stink apple. An alchemically infused apple. Throw it hard enough and it breaks open, surrounding your enemy with a rancid bouquet of boiled netch farts. Try not to miss. Make your way past the guards. Silverclaw hid the ledger in his old office. We'll meet there. Now wait until I'm in position, then throw the stink apple.
Lift with your legs, not your back, you fool!
Well, bam.
What the? Sure spawns the stench!
This way. Hurry.
I'm assuming I have to get up there. Here I go.
I've summoned the guard.
No one's seen me. I'm fine. I'm fine. No one's seen me. No one's seen me. I'm fine. I think there's someone else in here that they're seeing. Okay. How do I get up there? Is the, Oh. Okay. I've made it. Without a bounty.
Over here! Quick, before we're seen!
Got it. Oh, also, I got Champion 160, so I got myself a set of Necropotence as one of my high-level sets.
Someone's coming.
Better hide.
Rise in the warehouse, but it's not ready. Not yet.
You see? No one here. Trying to cover up for your nap?
Tokming is ever vigilant. There is an intruder in this warehouse.
Cautious people are on their way to inspect the warehouse. We don't have time for this nonsense.
An explosion! Tokming knew something was amiss.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Surprise, you fools. I'll collect Silverclaw. Meet us back at the Thieves' Den.
Okay. Hey there, Silverclaw.
I'll speak with Zira when I'm damned well ready. Best to let her stew on what I've done. Don't rush me. The overseer mentioned someone coming to inspect the warehouse. Kosh, was it? Must be a new player. Hadn't heard the name before I retired. It always comes to coin with the Abah's Landing merchant lords. Consolidate the competition, lock them in a set of gilded chains, then profit. But not that warehouse. My distraction made it undesirable. My own concoction. When poured into a crate filled with sawdust, the crate emits a thick smoke. Any reasonable person would reach for a bucket of water to douse what appears to be oncoming flame. Yet it reacts quite poorly to water. The deafening bang is the least of it. The smoke increases tenfold, mimicking the mating odors of the female dragon frog. Every male dragon frog in the city should fill the warehouse by sunrise. Hope they confuse Kosh's shoe for a mate.
Do you have the ledger?
This is pretty
Was it
cool.
all for naught? Oh, there is so much naught on your face. My heart shrinks in despair. But I am quite bad at reading faces. And in this place, my nose doesn't help. So, does the stink of victory waft about you? Wonderful! Were my perfidious overseers inconvenienced in any way? I do so hope they are bereft of convenience. Yet, the others who labored for me are blameless. Should they desire it, they shall have a place in my future endeavors.
Cool. I'm gonna go speak to
To
Zira.
restore my fortunes from my humble...
Okay, Zira. I got 2 new people for us actually.
Back without Velsa? Can't say I'm surprised. I've met camels less stubborn. I'm happy to hear Velsa plans to join us. Her skills will be invaluable. Not very convincing, was it? I'll need to practice.
Okay.
You could practice thinking with your mouth closed.
Hey.
Oh, joy. Here she is. Velsa, I'd recognize your grating voice anywhere. How is your retirement? Seems there are some troubles from which you can't run away.
It's very relaxing, Guild Master. Did you know I named a weed after you? It grows taller than it should and takes more water than its share from the plants around it.
Got a note from Quinn here. Okay. I go talk to the Quinn here. Hold on, I should check my guild rank. Thieves Guild. Ooh, it is 35 out of 40. That's good. Okay.
There's something you need to know about why I'm in Abah's Landing. When we first met, I said I needed a partner to steal the Juvescin's skull. I never explained why. Not really.
Why did you
I
want to
used
steal
think
it then?
My father was a merchant. When he vanished this year, I left my academy to find him. It seems I knew very little of my father's profession. His time away was spent in Abah's Landing, working with the Thieves Guild.
Oh, I see.
In his travels, my father brought notices to every outlaw's refuge in Tamriel. Bounties for old relics wanted by the Thieves Guild. I realized I couldn't just ask them for his whereabouts. My plan was to steal the Juvescin's skull, then trade it for information. They must have seen it. The last relic sought by the Thieves Guild would make a tempting target. The Iron Wheels simply had to wait. I didn't think anyone would get hurt, and I didn't mean to put you in their sights. Nobody recognized his name or description. Zira suspects he worked with one of the thieves who died in the dowry heist. They used to keep guild associates secret. It seems only Nicholas knew how all the pieces fit together. Rock Lark. Walk Softly remembers the Thieves Guild sold many relics to Lady Sulima of Abah's Landing. My father must have been the one to broker the sales. I want to break into her mansion and pick up on his trail. What do you say, partner?
Deal
Meet
me
at
in.
Lady
You
Sulima's
son of a
mansion
bitch, I'm
when you're
in.
I'm not religious, but I said a prayer to Oriel this morning. If we find nothing, I have no idea what to do next. This is the only trail leading anywhere near my father. The last time I asked around, the Iron Wheel set a trap for us in Fulstrom Homestead. This time, I listened. Lady Sulima rarely leaves her estate, and has a connection to one of the merchant lords. Must be why the city guards patrol her estate. That's all I know.
Okay. Hey there, Quinn.
I have no idea what we're going to find inside. After Fulstrom Homestead, I keep thinking the Iron Wheel is around every corner. There I go, jumping at shadows. Are you ready? All right. Give me a moment to unbar the gate.
Nice.
All right, it's open. Come on in.
Fuck. God, she saw? No. What? How the fuck do I get out of this one? Can I use a leniency deck? Oh, I can't do that while I'm in combat, apparently. God damn it, there's another one. Fucking... How do I get out of this shit? Here, I'm hidden. Maybe they'll lose interest. Do it? I did it, okay. I'm gonna do this properly this time. What? Where am I? What is, okay, it's above, okay. Both of these are above, okay.
My father gave me that book when I was a child. At his last visit, he took it to have it rebound. Why is it in this woman's home? I gave that
this
to my
his
father
portrait?
after a holiday in Skywatch. He kept it with him for luck. What is it doing here? I found something too. A necklace with an old key. My father wore this wherever he went. And if there's a key, there must be a lock.
I think the lock's over
Over
here.
here!
Is there bed chambers?
You! Why do you have my father's things?
Tawaka's breath! Seroldo's daughter stands before me. Why are you in Abah's Landing instead of your academy?
I'm looking for my father. Why do you know who I am?
My dear child, he's gone. When the Iron Wheel came for him, he fled to the rooftops. They gave chase and he fell. I'm so sorry.
You're lying!
No, child. You are a friend to Seroldo's daughter?
Yes.
This must be much for her to take in. Please, ask what you will. Quinn. What a lovely name. It's the first time my ears have heard it. Seroldo kept all but the simplest details of his daughter from everyone. Would that he have done the same with me. After Seroldo's death, the Iron Wheel learned of our connection and sent a letter requesting an interview. What fortune I possessed now goes to the mercenaries guarding my home. Should I leave the manor, the Iron Wheel will certainly detain me. I wondered that as well. Seroldo did his private work in this room, and recently I had it searched. I found a ledger, but I can't make sense of the symbols. Perhaps it is best in Quinn's hands. I am most thankful. I only trust my guards as long as I can pay them, so you would do best to leave discreetly. There's a hidden exit to the street, and Quinn is welcome to visit should she ever desire it.
I'll be outside.
Alright. Well, clearly we need to have a post-game talk here and figure out what this legend's about.
What's wrong with me? I'm a high elf. I'm not supposed to cry. It must be important if the Iron Wheel wants it. Father did love his puzzles. I should see if it means anything. Thank you for this. It's not the answer I wanted, but I'm glad you were by my side.
I'm glad to have been there. Okay.
Hey, Zira needs you in the den. Said she has something for you. Something about the bastard who forced Silverclaw from his own warehouse. Cash, I think. Some fancy pantalooned merchant lord who might be after the guild's old wrecking. Zira's in the den. Don't keep her waiting. Haven't heard the name before Zira said it. Some new merchant lord trying to make a name, but don't they all? Used to be, the Thieves Guild knew every move the merchant lords made. Sad times, sad times. Like herons we did. Our old guildmaster was a master at keeping their attentions on each other. Made it easier to slip our heads into their pockets. Oh, Nicholas. The next 5 drinks are to your memory. Bunch of jumped-up bandits, if you ask me. Claim to run the whole city because they buy from anyone. As if throwing gold at pirates made them lordly. Without a steady flow of plundered goods, they'd be nothing.
Interesting. Let us go see what we can do about this. Oh.
There you are. Remember Velsa's friend, Silverclaw? He is quite grateful you recovered his ledger. Seems he kept his ears open for word of that merchant lord, Kosh. If Kosh took over Silverclaw's warehouse, he's grabbing the rackets we used to control. And if he's after our old business, there's a good chance he's hungry for even more. Skooma trade, slavery, things we never touched. Before we give Kosh a swift kick to the coin purse, I want you to find out just how dirty his hands are. I sent the others ahead to do some groundwork. Start with walk softly. Look for him near the harbor.
Alright.
I sent Quen to her own task, and Velsa too. Didn't even second guess me. She must be up to something. Not enough. Some of the merchant lords prefer to bide their time in obscurity, using trusted servants to handle their affairs. Then they reveal themselves, like a beetle in the pudding. Whatever Kosh intends, he's no longer keeping to the shadows. When Nicholas was guildmaster, I convinced him to stop dealing with skooma peddlers. No matter my own thoughts on that poison, it's bad for business. And the Thieves Guild never dealt in slaves. One of the few things Velsa and I agree on.
Alright. Hey there.
You're right on time. What did our esteemed guildmaster tell you? Good, because I found something. The captain of the Dream Snake was always interested in making fast coin. She's sloppy, even for a pirate, which makes her a perfect target for Kosh. She and I have unpleasant history. Best I keep away from her. She's meeting a contact nearby. She's prone to boast. Why not find a quiet place to hear what she has to say? But the captain is a creature of habit. She used to keep documents secured in the Dream Snake. Try there, if you don't care to eavesdrop. Find what you can. After that, meet Quen near the harbor. She has her own task and will no doubt need your assistance. Harpy egg. They're sickening. I'd never actually eat one, but they're garish enough to draw attention from me. People see the Argonian with disgusting harpy eggs, not the Argonian with amazing fashion sense. I once told the captain I was a wealthy Argonian prince seeking a fast ship to transport my riches. She let me inspect the smuggling compartments, and then I robbed her blind. She just has one eye patch, so half blind. I left her the eye patch.
Okay. So maybe... Well, ship's closer. I think that we could probably do this easier. But I think eavesdropping is better for the content.
Keep it down. Do you want everyone to hear?
Your people must have talked to this guy. We were at sea.
Why reveal our skooma supplier to some merchant lord who wants a cut?
It doesn't matter. This Kash demanded I come along to Noshira Citadel.
The Iron Wheel's headquarters? How is he involved with... No, don't tell me. Best you meet him before the Iron Wheel sends soldiers after us both.
Cool. What's good, Quinn?
Zira said I should wait for you when I was finished. Well, I'm finished. The flooded district, near where Velsa called home, the people who lived there had nowhere to go after the floods. One of the dockyard bosses offered them work, food, and a place to stay. That's what I told Zira. You know what she said? If Zolguk had an altruistic bone in his body, he'd cut it out and sell it. I'd already know what he was really up to if Zira trusted me, but she wanted me to scout, and you to do the fun part. Zolguk arranged a meeting with an Imperial client at a nearby inn. Might be worth a listen. Oh, the inn rents a room to Ventilius Proximus, the most Imperial name I've ever heard. Probably the client. The room's lock seemed inadequate. Find Velsa when you're done. She's meeting with Silverclaw at his shop. Did you know he had a shop? I wonder what he sells. It's nothing. It's nothing. How could it not be? It's so difficult to care about all this. If I studied harder at the academy, I'd have graduated sooner. He would have traveled to see the ceremony. He wouldn't have been here when... I know, but when I tell that to myself, it feels like a lie. Listen to me go on. I won't delay you any further with my ramblings.
That's good to hear. See you later, partner.
Okay. So we're going to search the room and eavesdrop. Sounds easy enough.
You weren't supposed to tell anyone about our arrangement.
I need your
Oh, it was another one of the other missions.
volunteers
Cool.
for my experiments. I would never ruin things for my supplier.
Then how did this Kosh know of our business?
I have no idea. But if you can't deliver warm bodies, I'll find another supplier.
Then pray I return from Noshira Citadel. If Kosh is connected to the Iron Wheel.
Okay. Hey, there's
My
Silverclaw.
larcenous friend, quickly! A most regrettable welcome, for I have such unfortunate tidings. What I soon reveal shall be quite distressing to hear. For this, I offer my gravest and most humble apology. Ah, the look on your face is unmistakable. It says, if I may speak for your most resplendent face, peace, my exceptionally sleek mercantile friend. Take a series of deep, relaxing breaths so you may reveal the matter at hand. In,
If that's what makes you feel better.
in, out. Velsa left for Noshira Citadel. She made me promise upon our long and profitable friendship not to reveal this, but your vigorous interrogation left me no choice. I do not know why she travels to the headquarters of the Iron Wheel, but I fear for her safety. Go after her, of course. But you are so striking. The Iron Wheel will know you don't belong. It is settled. You shall meet with the illustrious Perseus Locke at the Diamond Thimble. He shall help you obtain an appropriate disguise. Tell him I sent you. Velsa assured me she would not venture beyond the outskirts of Noshira Citadel. Assured me! Oh my. With all certainty she is already captured. A cherished friend, though not always. Once, we were fierce rivals for the importation of fine silk. Yet, he proved the gracious victor and reimburses for any referral to this day. A cherished former rival in all truth, but quite magnanimous.
I see.
Hold still. Your attire is... That isn't a bloodstain, is it? Oh, did he now? Something striking, so you stand out at the next merchant lord's soiree, or a ridiculous crenellated affair that leaves you the talk of the brothel? Well, if you wanted a burial suit, the Iron Wheel charges far less than I. Though perhaps... yes. A servant's outfit will let you go hither and yon, at least above ground. And if it's one of my creations, the cloth will breathe. But it shall cost you. Well, then I'd assume you're from Abah's Landing. But I know of a certain individual who has yet to pay the bill for just such an outfit. If you happen to reacquire it on my behalf, I would consider it your property, paid in kind. I'd prefer you deprived my shirker of his outfit, but if you're averse to saving coin, I will sell you one directly. Be warned, the disguise won't do you any good within the Iron Wheel's headquarters. Paranoia, of course. No servants are allowed inside. From what I hear, the Iron Wheel takes care of all chores within their headquarters. Anyone who isn't Iron Wheel or escorted by them is attacked on sight. A truly noble organization. I am physically capable of doing so, but it will never happen. I'd rather not end up in a prison cell. And a uniform alone won't serve as a disguise. They have too many signals and mannerisms. Why, you'd be spotted in an instant.
Yes, I had feared as much. Okay, well, I'll go. Since you'd prefer me to get the servant's outfit, that's what I will go and do. There we are. An appropriate boost to my Legerdemain skill.
To oblivion with this! I'm calling the guard!
How can I get through here? Can you... I mean, I know I could just do this. Bam. Alright. Put this on. Here I go. Hey there, Velsa. How's it going? Who's this?
So, you got Silverclaw to spill a secret. At best, a minor accomplishment. He didn't send you to that powdered hornbill, did he? Buy a special uniform to fit in? You do know he gets referral for everyone he sends to that flax peddler? Even when he thinks my life is in danger, Silverclaw still works the angles. You bumpkin. Yes, I did. You're not supposed to throw my words back at me. Reminds me of Nicholas. I don't care if you are her protege. I'm not going to do Zira's scut work. I slipped a truth serum to Silverclaw's former overseer. I learned that Kosh blackmails assorted scum and draws them to Noshira Citadel for a meeting. So let's find out why. It seems Kosh contacts little fish from a position of power, threatens exposure, and bends them to his will. Elegant. What I'd do. But his connection to the Iron Wheel isn't clear. That troubles me. Now that Zira's protege is here, poor old Velsa can rest her weary bones. Find a way into the Iron Wheel's headquarters and learn how they're connected to Kosh. Oh, and blackmail needs documents. Be sure to swipe them. Zira tells me you're a thief. Go break into a place you shouldn't be. Take something valuable and leave before they notice. I did hear something about a passphrase for a service door. Look around, use your brain. I won't spoon-feed you. When you find what you need, get out and head back to the den. Don't get caught, and if you do, bite off your tongue before their torture forces you to shriek my name. You'll be fine. Nothing worth my time. And everything led here, didn't it? If we leave, we miss this opportunity to learn Kosh's plans.
Okay. I'll go ahead and learn their passphrases then. See what we got here. Cool. Yeah, I lost my servant's outfit because of a trap. Alrighty. Let's make sure there's not any more around. There we are. Nice. Can I please get through? There we go. Alright. I also like how they just fully admitted that getting the servant's disguise didn't have a purpose and basically just padded out time. That was pretty funny.
What is Lawbreaker?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
What is the fate of the Lawbreaker? What is the fate of the unrepentant? What of those who would deny their fate? Enter and find peace within.
Cool.
I thought my shift would never end. Wait, who are you? Don't hurt me! I'm not even an officer!
Okay.
This is your only chance to consider my proposal. Work for me, or else.
Or else what?
Or I hand these documents to the Iron Wheel. They do so frown. Well?
What choice do we have? We're in.
Good. Then I shall make your documents disappear. What? My papers were here. Did they fall behind them? I'll attend to that after my meeting with Chief Inspector Ronbeek. Do remember who holds your reins.
That looks what I think.
I can locate Magnifica Falora's dowry. I can return it to you within a fortnight.
And what is your interest in the matter? Exactly.
The Iron Wheel must leave Hugh's Bane. He is simply bad for business.
If you recover Magnifica Falora's dowry, I can guarantee our return to Tanith.
There is another minor request. Hardly a trifle. Perhaps we can discuss it over drinks?
I do not drink.
We made it out. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to go all the way back to the Thieves' Den.
You see, Zira? Your protege returns having survived the invulnerable Iron Wheel. You should have more faith.
Everyone, clear the room.
Goodbye.
Velsa told me you went into the Iron Wheel's headquarters by yourself. What in oblivion were you thinking? We're not ready to go anywhere near the Iron Wheel. I won't have anyone else die because of a choice. Listen, I'm barely holding this together. No offense to Quen, but you're the best recruit we have. I can't lose you to a feud with Velsa.
I'm gonna go with don't blame Velsa.
You're right. I shouldn't take this out on you, or her, no matter how good it feels. All right, you risked your neck and survived to tell the tale. Did you find anything we can use? Impossible! It's still in Magnifica Falora's family tomb. The dowry heist failed. Nicholas and the others died before we reached the treasure vaults. No,
That's
the
what I
Iron
thought.
Wheel was here to punish us for attempting the heist. But if that's what you heard, were they really searching for the dowry all along? Why come after us with such ferocity? What else did you learn? Let me see. This is comprehensive. Elaborate details on merchant lords in Abah's Landing, as well as rivals throughout the region. Maps to stolen goods we could recover for ourselves. I'll go through what you recovered, see if it offers a clue to Kasha's plans, or anything involving the missing dowry. I need to make sense of all this. Get some rest. I'll need you ready when we make our move. And good job. I keep thinking about what you found. If someone stole Magnifica Felora's dowry, it wasn't the Thieves Guild. But we certainly took the fall for it. What about? Nicholas told Velsa he was planning a heist, but she retired before he shared the details. I'm the only one who knew. Someone must have followed us to the tomb. The merchant lords see the Iron Wheel as an occupying force. They fear Tanith wants to conquer Abah's Landing. If Kosh convinces Chief Inspector Ranbeek to leave, he'll have immense influence. Must be his plan.
Alright, we've got a few little side quests to do though. Such as this from Velsa. We got 2 notes from Velsa and a note from Walk Softly. He wants to meet in Abah's Landing. And what is Velsa saying with this last one? I think this is the one that starts the heists. Okay. Hey there.
You've been busy. Did you realize you've provided the Thieves Guild with a lucrative opportunity? Probably not. It's all right. I won't even imply you're thick.
Oh.
That's how lucrative. Silverclaw's ledger? The blackmail you stole from Noshira Citadel? This is our blueprint to pulling heists just like we used to. We can hit our rivals where it hurts. Take their ill-gotten gains for ourselves. Use it to rebuild.
Sounds
Among the
lucrative
blackmail,
indeed.
I noticed the name Farandar. He's a claw cutter, a thief who robs other thieves. Wouldn't you know, he signed on as our master of heists. Now, and don't strain yourself. Who should you speak with next?
Okay, I'll go talk to this guy. Farandar.
Ah, Velsa tells me you are the one who freed Farandar from Kosh's leash.
Yes.
The cub is more seasoned than she admits, but Farandar's eyes are sharper than his claws. Tongue, too, where Velsa is concerned. I have missed her conversation. Both are the guilds to serve, and so now they serve you too. Ah, a good tip is only one of the services I provide, boss. Think of Farandar as your observer, guide, and porter. You handle the theft, I will handle the rest. Perhaps I am a very sneaky butler who ensures that all things reach their proper destination. Loot from an industrious thief's sticky fingers into a wanting buyer's tender embrace, and gold from a happy buyer's pocket to a deserving thief's palm. Wealth in Abah's Landing comes and goes like its tides. What washes in isn't here for long or left about like flotsam to be scooped up by any passerby. There are many hidden nooks where such things are tucked away. Farandar knows them all. Farandar's little birds post things of interest at the guild. If something catches your eye too, speak up and we plan the heist. Go through me or not at all. We don't want members stepping on each other's toes or skimping on their due. Then we should see what my magpies have brought back to the nest. I'll await you at the tip board in the guild hall.
Yeah, having access to heists would have been really handy for grinding the guild off screen, but I make by with what I can get.
Soon we should teach you to spot a tail and shake one. It is not Khajiit dancing I am referring to, though I am told I am a great partner. You will need to be quite aware of your surroundings on a heist. There is often little room for error. Of course, boss. I'm eager to see you in action. Bring me a posting, and we'll be on our way.
Nice. Hey there, Walk Softly. You're my homie.
Ready to help me with that personal matter? This is the family mansion of my old friend Anais Velmont.
just as big and opulent as the last time I was here. I was brought here when I was very young. My first memories are of Anais and the Velmont mansion. Anais and I grew up side by side. We were the best of friends. Until the family left for Black Marsh, we were always together. We were that close. You know, I never thought to ask about that. Anais told me that her father saved me from some horrible fate, but she never provided any details. The Velmonts were very good to me. Outside of the guild, they're the closest thing I have to a family. I was barely in my teens when the family left. She wanted me to go with her, but I couldn't leave the only home I ever knew. I slipped away in the night, and I haven't seen them since. Now Anais has returned to take control of the family mansion. Anais? Where do I begin? I was taken in by Anais and her family when I first arrived in Abah's Landing. I owe her and the Velmonts so much. My mannerisms, my speech, my fashion sense. Time passes, things change. When the family packed up for an extended trip to Black Marsh, I decided to stay here. They went to deal with business interests, and I wandered the streets of Abah's Landing. Eventually, the guild found me and took me in. I understand that since Anais has returned, she's been making inquiries about me. It's clear that her memories of our time together won't let her put the past behind her. We need to steal those memories, preferably without getting caught.
Why?
The past can be a vice that holds us back. I've seen it. I want to teach Anais to let go of her memories, forget about me, and get on with her life.
Reasonable.
After we steal the items that once belonged to me, by the way, she'll stop looking for me. Keepsakes, jewelry that Anais had made from my hatching shell and scales I lost during molting. You know, now that I say the words out loud, it sounds kind of strange for someone to have kept my discarded body parts. Is that common practice? The Velmont mansion is a large place. Why don't you check the kitchens and courtyard while I search the family suites? Meet me there when you're done, and we'll get out of here together. Like shadows, my friend. We need to get in and out of the mansion without causing too much mayhem and without being seen. Agreed.
All of the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood characters are like pretty well written and fleshed out, because the entire DLC basically focuses around them, you know. The team wasn't really working on much else besides like adding tiny zones. So it really gave them a lot of time to flesh out the characters, which I appreciate. What's the recording time? I'm gonna see. Yeah. Probably.
It feels odd being back here. Let's not linger. Let's find those keepsakes and get out of here before someone notices us. Quickly now, search the courtyard and kitchens. Then...
Oh. I'll take that, and I'll, where's the lenient counterfeit pardon effect? Here we go, just write my name down here, little signature, and I'm gone. There we are. Alright, walk softly. I'm ready to get out of here. Where are we at?
My amulet's in there. Would you mind getting it?
My lady
There's
will
a
be
young
furious when she
Argonian in
sees
there.
these spots.
He unsettles me.
That's a recipe. I don't need that. This is what I need. There
There's
we are.
one more thing before we go.
Okay.
Anais and I used to sit on the balcony and watch the sun set. I'd like to see it one more time before we put this memory behind us.
Cool. Also, I just got fucking bounty, god damn it.
Just the way I remember it. So beautiful. Anais and I would sneak out here and watch the sunset.
Is it ever night in this region?
And yet you ran away. You betrayed me and left me all alone. Is that how a beloved pet is supposed to behave?
Anais, I didn't... You weren't supposed to be here.
You were my friend. We were going to do so many things together. And then you ran away like a thief in the night. And that's how you come back to me? Stealing my possessions?
What are you saying? I don't understand.
And you're just as bad as Walks. What gives you
is
the
that
right
so?
to break into my home and take my belongings?
Actually, I'm probably worse because he had a
I should
reason
call
to
for the guard and
do
teach you
it.
both a lesson. The Velmont family doesn't take kindly to thieves and traitors. Friends. Maybe when I was a child and didn't know any better. But that lizard is my
Oh my
pet.
god.
Nothing more. Father gave him to me when I was a young girl. How else am I supposed to treat a pet that ran away and misbehaves? I returned to take control of my family's holdings, clear up old business. He's still my property, and I want my property back. As for you, I'll let the authorities deal with you. I have no patience for those who would rather steal than work. Forget him. He's all I've thought about these past few years. How he abandoned me, rejected my love and friendship. No. If he wants to be treated like a bad lizard, then that's the way it's going to be. I've already called for the mansion guards.
Okay, we need to fucking cut and run.
Either that or I've been fooling myself this whole time. Goodbye, my old friend.
Goodbye? I don't think so. Even if you escape from the mansion, my agents will find you and bring you back to me. You're mine now and forever. Guards! Take these intruders into custody!
I think it's time to leave, don't you? Quickly
Yeah,
now.
yeah, we gotta get out of here, buddy. We gotta, come on. Where the fuck are you? Oh, you're following me. God damn it. Way out. No, I can just go through here. Okay. So these are the sweets.
Clear out before the guard shows up and clears.
Our meeting with Anais didn't go anything like I had imagined. She has changed. Or perhaps I'm the one who changed. Learning your own truth can be so confusing. She was my friend. Once. I am almost certain of that. We were always together, laughing, playing, exploring the mansion. Perhaps when I ran away, deserted her, did that turn her into this unfamiliar creature? I was a slave? No, I don't think either of us knew what that meant. Not back then, when we were just children. I suppose deep down I knew it all along. When I ran away instead of going with Anais to Black Marsh. Of course! We took those memories away from Anais and recovered the keepsakes of my youth. Plus, we discovered how far my friend has fallen. I just need to figure out how to help her find the person she used to be. Unless she finds me first. Now that she knows I'm around, I expect her to double her efforts and use every advantage her family's gold can buy. It's what I'd do. Thanks for assisting me with this, by the way. Once I decide on my next course of action, I'll let you know.
Alright, brother. I guess I have to go speak to Velsa now. Hey there.
Took your time, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a lot of
But
things to
you're
do.
here. I need your help. I was in the market when someone slipped me a letter. It might not mean anything, but on the other hand, it might be some sort of trap. A folded sheet of paper unsigned. It was only a few lines wishing me well. But when I unfolded the sheet, an old pressed stargazer peony fell out. That unsettled me. It's a flower. Others just like it blossomed all around my family home. But I left my family behind a long time ago. If this is their way of sending me a message, I need to know why now, after all these years. You've consistently demonstrated a lack of incompetence. Find out if my family sent that letter. I didn't part on the best of terms, so it could be a trap. But they won't expect you, which means it shall be slow to spring.
I love it when I can't choose my dialogue options, so everyone just assumes I'm an idiot.
Decades ago, I was Velsa Arundis of House Drez.
Ooh, you were in House
the one
Drez?
built on the spoils of the slave trade. When I fled, I released dozens of slaves, gave them gold from the house treasury. I regret not seeing the look on Mother's face, but nothing else. Yes, but I didn't realize it then. I was taking a merchant to task for her prices when a half-naked Nord bumped into me. That's when it happened. He fled before I could give him a piece of my mind toward the merchant camp outside the city gates.
Alright, I will go and, it's been a long time to find you. Know some thanks of you and hopes you are well. Interesting. I am looking for a half-naked Nord. Then again, they all walk around like that. Hey there, buddy. No, you can't kill this guy. I've tried before.
My uncle went to town.
Probably
But
for
he
this
should be
exact
back
reason.
shortly if you need something.
What has he got? The Killmonger fucking...
and I'm not
He's
allowed
got the
to do
Killmonger marks? Hell yeah.
My uncle says I don't have a head for numbers. I say as long as my head looks pretty, what else matters? What? No, that wasn't me. Did you see something? There are plenty of half-naked Nords running around Abah's landing. Oh, stop interrogating me. I'll confess. It was me. It was all me. But that's all I can say. Client confidentiality, you know. Not breaking my word is important too. But also mead. Mead is important.
And so is the Intimidate skill gained from joining the Fighters Guild.
You tell my uncle? That's not very friendly of you. Oh, very well. I met a Khajiit woman in Evermore when I was drinking at the inn. She paid me to deliver the letter to the Dark Elf lady here. Never got the Khajiit's name, though. Sorry.
Okay, I guess I'll go looking for her now.
What?
Hey, you know anything about a Khajiit?
Don't recall seeing you before. So many new people coming through. Makes my head spin. Not at all the question I expected. You have piqued my curiosity. Why do you seek some random Khajiit? Is there some problem? Oh, well, in that case, an elderly Khajiit does work here. She's a cook, bakes the best pies in town. They really are quite tasty. But she's indisposed at present. I won't let you disturb her rest. I suppose that won't do any harm. Narani is a kind, gentle old woman, and a master baker of scrumptious pies. The people here are very fond of her, and very protective. That's something you'll have to ask her. It's not my place to talk about the hired help. I do believe she traveled a fair bit in her youth, though.
I think she might be one of the escaped slaves. Potentially.
Yes? Your face. This one doesn't recognize it. Are you looking for a piece of pie? Velsa? She didn't come with you? Ah, this one was foolish to even send the letter in the first place. Or the peony. I hope the years would have softened her memories. That she might have wanted to see her old friend one more time before the end. Oh, stupid Narani. This one should have thought of that. She
Should
feared
have also
her
just
terrible
approached her
family
directly.
was trying to lure her out of hiding. I should have signed the letter.
Yes.
But you must understand, when we parted, Velsa was hurt very much.
Should have also told her the
Velsa loathed her
location
family's
you were
business.
staying at.
This one was a slave then, working in the family's kitchens. We fell in love. We made a plan to free all the slaves, but she thought I'd betrayed her. She disappeared before I had a chance to explain. This one is no longer the young and brave Khajiit that fell in love with Velsa, and it took a long time to even discover she might be in Abah's Landing. Now I am old and my mind isn't what it once was. Velsa would never even recognize me. Do you really think so? Perhaps that would be best. Enough time has gone by without this one seeing Velsa's sweet face. Even if she's still angry, at least I can tell her that I never betrayed her. Since she didn't come here, I'll have to go to her.
Alright,
Narani, are you alright? I specifically stated that you were not to be...
Easy, my friend. This one has decided that the time has come to travel and mend old wounds.
The letter bore fruit. I wish you well, but we're going to miss your pies around here.
Could you open a portal to Abah's Landing, my friend?
Great.
A long journey always makes this one's old bones ache.
Gladly, but I can't keep it open for long. The innkeeper doesn't like me using magicka in here.
This one will write to you, and I'll even sign the letter this time.
Of course. Now, give me a moment to concentrate.
Come back. So good to see you, my friend. Time flows so differently for a Khajiit and a dark elf. I am old now, but Velsa... No matter. This one will be glad to see her friend again. Ready? Oh, this one is nervous, but I am also ready. Lead on and I will follow. A secret passage? Velsa always loved secret passages. Let's go!
Nice.
Dark and dusty, just like the secret passages from my youth. You go ahead. This one needs a moment.
Oh.
Someone who lacked the courage to sign their name, but now wants to make amends.
Marani, is it really you? Just the sight of you opens old wounds.
Oh, Velsa, I know what you saw, what you must have thought. This one never meant to hurt you.
I saw you in my brother's arms. He was the worst of my family. How could you?
He arrived at exactly the wrong moment. I had to do something, or our entire plan would have failed.
You didn't betray us? You did that for me?
It was the only way to guarantee your escape.
I let the years flow by without giving you a chance to explain. Oh, what a waste. But I'll make it up to you. I'll keep you safe.
Okay.
Is this what happiness feels like? Yes. I suppose it is.
Is she gonna go less harsh now?
This would be the result of sending you to find a half-naked Nord. The last time I saw Narani was quite unpleasant. There was poison in that wound. I don't think it ever truly healed. You reunited me with my one true love, so I choose to ignore that. I hope there's time to share a few lasting moments before all is said and done. All these wasted years, we've missed out on so much. Narani wears them like a cloak, though with grace and style. I am grateful you convinced her to come here. Narani, you must be tired after the journey. Relax and we'll talk later. I know we have so much to tell each other.
Cool. Hey there, Tharag. I hope you speak faster
Zira
than the other
needs
one.
you. It's always important, but this time is especially important. Our failed attempt to steal Magnifica Falora's dowry. If we left the tomb empty-handed, why does the Iron Wheel think we have it? And if it's gone, who actually stole it? Zira needs you to help her find answers. You'll find Zira in the den. She's a bit withdrawn. Not my business, but I figured you should know. Just what the rest of us know. Nicholas, our former guildmaster, planned to steal Magnifica Falora's dowry from her family tomb. He brought Zira and a few others, the best of the guild. Zira is the only one who made it out alive. Zira hasn't shared.
Zira's gonna betray us.
She watched her friends die, I know that much. Nicholas wasn't exactly a father to her, but she took his death the hardest. We thought they were punishing us for our failed
She's
attempt.
probably not.
But you overheard Chief Inspector Ron Beek
This
himself.
is one prediction I
The
don't put
was
my faith in.
stolen. For some reason, the Iron Wheel thinks we have it, and they'll keep after us until they learn otherwise. A dowry is like a coin pouch. When it's full, everyone wants something from you. That makes you feel important, and maybe you are. But when it's empty, nobody has time for you. It's why Magnifica Flora is relying on the Iron Wheel to find it.
Alright. Hey there. Oh.
Back to the tomb?
Oh, fuck.
To relive the guild's greatest failure?
My plan is to get the Iron Wheel's boot off our necks. Good, you're here. I want to learn whether Magnifica Flora's dowry was truly stolen from her family tomb. If it was, we find out who did. And if it wasn't, we complete the heist that Nicholas began. What's she gonna do? Send a second Iron Wheel? We return to Aldenobia Tomb, bypass the deadliest traps I've ever encountered, and then scour the treasure vaults for anything we can find. I appreciate the confidence, but too many good people died there the first time. We do this right, or we don't do it at all. Perseus Loke can give us an edge. He's one of the few living people to set foot in Magnifica Flora's family tomb. Take Quen and collect him from his shop. Meet the rest of us on the road to Tanith by Prince's Gate. I guarantee Perseus Loke is no friend of the Iron Wheel. He's expecting you at the Diamond Thimble. And he'll be insufferable if you keep him waiting.
Why is he no friend of the Iron Wheel?
Perseus Loke once served Magnifica Flora. When she wore the clothes he designed, she was the envy of Tanith's society. But there was a scandal, and he fled here, beyond Tanith's reach. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know he blames her. She's the heir to the Aldenobia bloodline. Her eldest sister, Zarifa, wed King Faharajad.
Oh, okay.
After Zarifa's death, Valora and the king grew close. But not close. They call her the Jewel of Tanith. Beautiful, cold, and hard as a diamond. Nicholas thought his plan to steal the dowry was almost flawless. But almost won't bring our friends back. He didn't have the right people for the job, but I do. Nicholas knew of the dangers within, but not everything. There was a trap. I didn't understand how it worked. Not until it was too late. But this time, I know how it works, and I'll need you by my side to defeat it.
Very well then.
Off to find Perseus Loke. Meet you there, partner.
Hey there, Perseus Loke. Oh, that is not Perseus Loke.
This one shall lodge a formal complaint. What right has the Iron Wheel to march in here and smash our merchandise? Thugs. Thugs and hooligans! That's exactly what the Iron Wheel said, but much louder and with the shaking of fists. When they bellowed his name, I heard a loud crash upstairs. A distraction, of course. The Iron Wheel rushed upstairs as he slipped down through some loose floorboards. But he landed feet first in a tub of bright dye, covered his boots to the brim. That's also what the Iron Wheel said. Most of them gave chase. The rest tossed the room upon the floor and then gave chase. If you find him before they do, tell him Mamea deserves a raise.
Okay.
You follow Loke's trail on the street. I'll see if I can spot him from the rooftops.
Sounds good to me. Hey there, Perseus.
Ah, a friendly face. Good of you to join me on my unexpected jog. And I agree, this isn't my color. They must know of my previous involvement with your guild, though I can't begin to fathom how. Your former guildmaster, Nicholas, was it? He was the soul of discretion. And I am prepared to give Abah's landing a wide berth. I'd prefer to avoid the Iron Wheel, at least for the time being. Zira mentioned a rendezvous by Prince's Gate, was it? I'd feel safer were someone to escort me there.
Quen can do that. I love having a partner.
Everyone's accounted for. Did you have any trouble?
Nope.
Then we leave for the Kingdom of Tanith. The route is tricky and we'll be considered bandits if we're caught. But getting to the tomb isn't what worries me. If anything happens, well, it won't. Because I can count on you. Ready? What about it? Devious traps, vicious guardians, and likely, at the end of it all, a vault full of dust. At least we won't have to worry about the Iron Wheel. I'd rather sit in the den with a bottle of wine and drink until Andari says I've had too much. But I'm in charge, so it doesn't matter what I think. It matters that we go.
Alright.
If I...
The last time I was here, the Iron Wheel wasn't camped in front of the tomb. Scout ahead and find us a way inside. Clear the way if you care to. The Iron Wheel can't exactly call for reinforcements. You could also sneak past them. We'll track your progress and follow in your footsteps. That's why we brought Perseus Loke. He said something about a side entrance. Speak with him before you go.
If I may, there is an alternate path inside the tomb. It is likely full of traps, guardians, and prodigious quantities of dust. A small price to avoid the Iron Wheel. Head to the tomb entrance. Keep watch to the side of the path, the right side. You should notice an old trail leading to a sealed entrance. Simply clear the way, and I shall join you to open the door. Oh my, no. The things inside would most certainly kill me. I do know the trick to the door's hidden latch. The rest, I'm certain you can handle yourself.
Alright. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to go back here. Okay. Damn it. Oh my god.
This place, unless it's stealing a dowry.
No idea. Last time, Nicholas had me watch the passage behind us. There must be something in his journal.
Anything useful?
Nicholas loved his puzzles. You're welcome to try.
Bacchus stood to the north, to the south. Nehemiah faced back, and our trusted advisors. She got untrue. They both knew this would be the final battle. They would fight to each other and kill each other. And this means that each of the generals stood in the center of their... Yes. This text is faded. This text is faded. This is Buliz, this Ashka, Nishka, and that's Puntu. Okay. So what is I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is... I don't get it. Nah, I don't get this one. Now we're gonna want to do Serpent Guy's sword here. There we go. Yep, I have no clue how the fuck I was supposed to figure that one out, not gonna lie.
Well done. Come on, let's go. The journal says this chasm is called Shinji's Truth. Last time we
This
never
is
made
like
it
Indiana
across.
Jones.
I can't see the bottom. Is there a bottom?
Throw yourself in. We'll see how long before we hear the splat.
Quen, walk softly. Look for hidden doors or switches. Velsa, you're with me. I need your help to walk Maluk's path.
And what of your protege?
Watching my back, should anyone try to stab it. Let's go.
Maluk.
Forgive me, my old friends.
What did you say?
Nothing. Velsa, do you see that panel? Put your hand on it until I say otherwise.
For what reason?
When I set foot on Maluk's path, an aura of light will surround me. The darkness cannot harm us as long as you touch the panel.
So, what can harm you?
We could fall to our deaths, or the creatures within could devour us.
Well then, enjoy yourselves.
Velsa knows what to do, but we should speak before we cross.
Okay.
On the other side of Maluk's path is Tall Papa's ewer, a very fancy name for a big vase. According to the journal, we'll need sacred ashes from inside the vase to reach the treasure vaults. So, this is it. We should get going. This is where they died. Edda, Dalder, and Nicholas. Swallowed by the darkness. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. No use reliving the past. Or regretting it. That's fair. Talking about it might calm my nerves. The darkness is unnatural. Breathe it in and it sickens you. To make things worse, the Guardians on the path attack anyone not of Denobia's bloodline. And then there's the path itself. It twists and turns. You don't know where you're going until you're out there. You'll see what I mean. Keep your wits about you. Stay with me inside the light and we'll make it through. I won't let anyone else die in here. Here we go.
Cool.
Don't wander, or the darkness itself will flay you alive.
Is there a creature? There is. I'm assuming you had the insanely easy job of holding down the light the last time you were here, and that's why you escaped. Yeah, I don't know how the hell you fucked up that one, Chief, not gonna lie.
Keep holding the panel.
Okay, he was looking my direction. 100% he was. How do you not see us, bro? We're in this big giant orb of light.
Ida? Dalder? What happened to their bodies? And where is Nicholas?
Dude, it's like the Vashta Narada.
Screams as I held the switch. I had to do something. I couldn't. There's
Where
no
we're-
end to the darkness.
Where are we going?
My arm's getting tired.
Don't you dare release that panel!
One of the statues gave me a funny look.
Don't antagonize it.
Can we go now? Go on through?
We made it.
Nice.
That must be the vase. Sorry. Tall Papa's ewer. Wait. That lamp belonged to Nicholas. I watched it go out. I heard him die. Falora must have come here to investigate. She could have picked it up and brought it here. Nicholas couldn't have survived. Could he? That lamp definitely belonged to Nicholas. I procured it for him. I saw him drop the lamp. It hit the path and went out. And all I remember is darkness and pain. I just grab the ashes so we can leave. I don't want to spend any more time in this place.
Okay.
Bring the ashes.
All Papa's ashes.
I should return to Quen and walk softly.
Hey, this is the door right here. Giving us the easy way out.
Velsa, you could let go of the panel.
I know what you did.
Oh.
What?
I know how they died. How you killed them.
That's low, Velsa. Even for you.
Always had to be the hero. Be the Guildmaster's darling.
You're cracked. I didn't need anyone's approval.
You held the panel. From here you saw the creatures closing in. You thought you could save them. Only you! So you released the panel, grabbed your weapon, rushed out to meet them.
I could have saved them.
Because in your head,
that was
you
insanely
are the hero.
stupid.
But the light faded. The darkness rushed in and ate them alive.
I tried to reach them.
And the darkness tried to eat you alive, so you had to recover from your wounds. That's why you didn't return to Abah's landing. At least not soon enough.
I crawled from the tomb. The darkness. You can't imagine the pain.
You were the only one who could have warned the Guild. Who could tell them the Iron Wheel was coming.
Velsa, stop.
Zira, you were never the hero. You were always a thief. Now, you're just a no.
Yeah, this is a pretty accurate way to describe what happened there. That was insanely stupid of her to let go of the button. I am 100% on Velsa's side here.
Quen, it's a bad idea.
Words escape me.
Someone tell me what I'm seeing.
We heard strange noises in the chasm. Stone grinding against stone. Quen, well...
I found this invisible bridge.
So you followed my advice and threw yourself into the chasm.
The ashes. Spread them on the bridge to see where it leads. And Quen, get back from there.
Yippee! These are a lot of ashes. Squid Game.
Clear the way. We'll be right behind you.
How about I just do this? That was nice.
The door to the treasure vaults, just through this crypt. We made it.
Do all crypts come with whatever that is?
Your introduction is formless and without grace. Recite Denobia's maxim.
Velsa, Quen, walk softly. Stay back. If it's hostile, we'll handle it.
Recite Denobia's maxim, or you shall be deemed trespassers.
It must be some kind of passphrase. If you have any ideas, now's the time to call them out.
You can't seriously expect us to.
Falora!
Yakuda!
Passphrase!
Gaiden Shinji!
Idiots.
Velsa, you aren't even trying.
Trespasser! Denobia's justice falls upon you!
Oh shit. I fucking died. Okay. God damn. Clearly, he's not getting fucked with. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, hey, a convenient little Skyrim dungeon exit. Where's Zira? I don't know. Here outside Nicholas's desert retreat. Because apparently that's where Zira wanted us to go, but it never gave me the chance to speak with her. Get the feeling that Nicholas is still alive, though.
Papers. Signed by Kosh? Look closely.
What are those doing
There's
here?
a hollow crystal with... Is that blood inside? Whose blood? Ancient Yakutan coins, stamped with the likeness of Denobia. Those must be from the dowry. Nicholas had a disguise kit just like this one. In fact, this is... I know how Nicholas survived Maluk's path. The crystal must contain Aldenobia blood. Maluk's path would ignore you if you held it. You'd need a lamp to find your way through the darkness so you could grab a handful of ashes. From there, all you'd need is the Crypt Guardian's passphrase. I've seen enough. Nicholas faked his death and stole the dowry. Now he's working with that merchant lord, Kosh. To think I mourned that bastard. Nicholas would have kept such a thing from the guild. The less they know, the less trouble they'll cause. But I'm going to tell the Thieves Guild. I want them to cause a world of trouble, and I want to lay it all on his doorstep. Let's go.
I'll meet you back at the den in that case.
I told the guild about Nicholas betraying us. Walk softly took it in stride. Quen gave me a hug, and Elsa walked off without a word. All in all, better than expected. The Iron Wheel is a hurricane that blew into port and smashed everything in its path. Nicholas and Kosh are the ones who set it in motion. Now, we learn what they hold most dear. Then, we take it from them. Nicholas taught me how to be a thief. I knew him for over a decade. Trusted him. Not much else to say, is there? What about? Velsa was right, and I don't say that lightly. I am responsible. Edda and Dalder died because of my mistake. Nicholas. I can only pray his death is far worse than what happened to the others. No. He seemed a bit distant before we first went to Aldenobia Tomb, but it was also the biggest heist we'd ever pulled off. Nothing prepared me for this.
I see. Nice. Okay. Quinn and Walk Softly. Looks like we can finish off their personal quests here. Top retreat. And by the docks, okay. Alright, boy, what you got? What you got?
It took some time, but I finally figured out the best way to teach Anais a lesson.
What's that?
I promise this will make perfect sense to you shortly, my friend. Trust me, stay calm a moment longer, and all will become clear. My associate has returned with the reply from your mansion. Would you like to hear it?
Oh.
Ransom? Is that your plan? My steward is under strict orders not to negotiate with kidnappers.
He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that's preposterous. She's not worth half that much.
That old goat! With me out of the way, he's probably hoping to take over the business. Have you contacted my mother?
She's in Rothgar this time of year, isn't she? Discussing trade agreements. We don't have time to reach out to her.
Untie me and we can forget all about this, Walks. For old time's sake? Are you listening to me?
Well, walk softly. What the
Thanks
fuck do you plan to do?
That. I hope I sounded convincing. Anais needs to see the errors of her ways. People aren't property. They aren't supposed to be sold and traded, and they certainly shouldn't be turned into slaves. There was no request for a ransom. I made that all up to scare her. No one even knows she's missing yet, and I'd like to keep it that way. Take these letters. I don't want her family's agents to come looking for her yet, so I forged them to explain her absence. Just plant them in the Velmont mansion, and that will give me all the time I need. Time for Anais to consider her situation, to see if being trapped and powerless changes her outlook on keeping pets and slaves. When she's learned her lesson, I'll set her free. Meet me at the Thieves' Den after you plant the letters.
Okay. Okay. Okay, last letter here. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, walk softly. I've done as you've asked. What do you have to say to me? Oh, he's like all the way over here, huh? Oh. Okay, I'll be there. Hey there. Wait, come on. Stop, guys. Oh my god, how many are there? Oh my god, why are there so many? Jesus.
Glad you decided to join me. These pirates are definitely of the unfriendly.
Yes, they are. Oh, okay.
Glad you decided to join me. I tracked Anais to that building behind us, but the lock on the door has thwarted all of my attempts to pick it. One of these pirates must have a key. Maybe you'll have better luck finding it than I did. This pirate crew seems to be somewhat lax when it comes to following the rules of the sea. I suppose any one of them could be carrying a key to that door. In cases such as these, you just have to keep breaking eggs until you find a yolk. Be my guest. I'm worse than Quen with those things. If you can get past the lock, I'll follow you in and we'll deal with whatever we happen to find.
Okay. Where's the building at? There it is. Oh, it's only advanced. I thought it would be like master.
Anais, I'm so glad we found you. And all in one piece, too.
No thanks to you. You left me tied up on the docks. What did you think was going to happen? I demand you escort me home. Immediately.
Right. Of course. I just need a moment to confer with my associate.
Of course you do. Just let me know when you're ready to get me out of here. These pirates have no appreciation of soap and water.
On the one hand, I'm grateful that Anais doesn't appear any worse for the wear. On the other hand, I hope to see some evidence by now that she'd learned her lesson. Yes, rescue her. Yes, I never wanted to become a slave merchant. But if we set her free, won't she just continue with her awful ways? I hate to admit it, but I'm at a loss as to how to proceed.
Okay. What do we do, chat? I guess I'll do the right thing.
Yes, I suppose I should. But does that mean I abandon my goal to teach Anais a lesson? How would I live with myself if she continues to treat people as things? I could set her free, but what's the profit in that? What does that matter? Should I determine my actions based on the inclinations of a slave-keeping self... What should I do? I just want to return to the den, put this awful business behind us.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll leave her.
I'm going to leave you here, Anais. It's the only way to teach you a lesson about the difference between people and property.
You're really going to let him do this to me? Leave me here like some sort of servant for a gang of disgusting pirates? I won't be trapped here forever. I'll get away, and then I'll find you and make you pay for this. Oh, you are going to pay.
Okay. Alright.
I heard that the pirates demanded a large ransom for Anais. Her family hesitates, but I'm sure they'll turn over the gold before another day goes by. This lesson couldn't have gone any better.
Okay.
Of course. Just
I
as
feel
you
pretty good about
suggested.
that then.
And the forged letters you planted worked perfectly. Pimsy is free. I'll help him start his new life as a free Argonian.
Nice. Alright, now we have to go talk to Quinn. Hey, Quinn.
Good, you're here. The old book we found at Sulima Mansion was the key to my father's cipher. His ledger revealed directions to his greatest treasure. It won't bring him back, but if we find it, Abah's Landing will no longer have a hold on me. I don't know. I don't think so. I've enjoyed my time with the Thieves Guild, even Velsa. And Lady Sulima is a stepmother I never knew. I wouldn't have figured out the cipher without her help. We deciphered the ledger together. I'd call out a number, she'd find the letter in the book. It was fun. She's so lonely, cooped up in her mansion. She only has mercenaries to keep her company. I know exactly where it is. Here, I'll mark your map. We've been in this together since all this madness began. I can't imagine recovering my inheritance without you at my side. Meet you there when you're ready, partner.
Alright. One last time, Quinn. Dirt mound right here. No one's been around to dig it up.
Wait, did you hear that?
Nope. Oh, okay.
I recognize them from Sulima Mansion. Why are they digging?
Guys? Nope. Did Lady Sulima betray us? I bet she did.
Those were Lady Sulima's mercenaries. What were they doing here?
Gwen, you weren't supposed to be here.
Lady Sulima?
This is all wrong. They weren't supposed to hurt anyone.
Wait, get back here.
Oh, what the fuck?
Please, I never meant to harm anyone. The mercenaries who protect my home, they overheard Quen and I speak of treasure. I promised them a share, and the rest I planned to give to Quen. You must believe me. It was the only way to provide their salary. The Iron Wheel never set foot in my home, yet everything of value has gone to keeping them at bay. none of my fortune remains. It is no excuse. I told myself, Seralda would want you to have a small portion of his treasure, but he already gave me years of his life that he could not provide to Quen. I was foolish. Please, forgive me.
I'll leave that up to Quinn.
Living with fear, you lie, you steal, you worry if the ones you love can accept what you've become. Of course I forgive you, Lady Sulima.
Oh, my dear child. I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Hush now. I'll bring you to a place where you'll be safe. It's where I live, and where you will too.
Hey.
I did not expect...
Nope.
My father died to protect Lady Sulima from the Iron Wheel. If it was his last wish, I should honor it. I'll give her my bunk. Honestly, I prefer hammocks. Lady Sulima won't have the luxuries of a manor, but she'll be safe in the den, as my father would have wanted. I'm glad you're part of this. The choice wasn't easy, but it feels like we made the right one. I don't know. Perhaps I'll open the strongbox at my rooftop retreat. Somewhere comfortable and beautiful. You're welcome to stop by and see for yourself.
I may just go check it out.
I've never known.
Where's the, Oh, I thought Quinn was gonna be up here. Okay. Hey there,
Did
Tharag.
Zira speak with you about the wedding?
Nope.
Kosh returned Magnifica Falora's dowry.
Playing Skyrim?
Seems she's agreed to marry him to bind the futures of Tanith and Abah's Landing. How romantic. Our old guildmaster is behind all this. Zira wants Nicholas to pay for his betrayal. Find Zira in the den, and hurry. The wedding is very soon. My theory? Nicholas gives Kosh the stolen dowry. Kosh returns it to Chief Inspector Ron Beek. With the dowry recovered, the Iron Wheel departs. This gives Kosh great influence with the merchant lords, the same ones who buy from all the pirates raiding Tanith. Kosh becomes her puppet. He keeps the Abah's Landing merchant lords in line. This removes a threat to Tanith, which elevates her among her peers. Better yet, she gets to marry and keep her own dowry. She gains money and influence. How about that? Kosh pays him a large sum of money for the dowry. He heads somewhere remote, retires like Velsa did, spends his fortune on all those paintings he loved to acquire. Unless one of us finds him and feeds him his own liver. I'd do it, if Zira asked. My theory? Nicholas gives Kosh the stolen dowry. Kosh returns it to Chief Inspector Ron Beek. With the dowry recovered, the Iron Wheel departs. This gives Kosh great influence with the merchant lords, the same ones who buy from all the pirates raiding Tanith. Kosh becomes her puppet. He keeps the Abah's Landing merchant lords in line. This removes a threat to Tanith, which elevates her among her peers. Better yet, she gets to marry and keep... I read. Hammerfell politics are fascinating. You ask me, nobles are thieves who pick the pockets of nations.
Yeah, that's pretty poetic, man. She go into politics.
There you are. You heard about the wedding? This is our chance to repay Nicholas for selling out the Thieves Guild. Nicholas must have planned all this, stealing the dowry, using it as leverage on Falora. Now she's bound to marry Kosh, his puppet. So we're going to crash the wedding. If Magnifica Falora learns exactly who she's about to marry, she'll turn the Iron Wheel on Kosh. And if we threaten Kosh's future, Nicholas will scuttle into the open. I look forward to stepping on him. Silverclaw said he'd help with invitations. Meet him at his shop, down by the harbor. I haven't decided. But whatever happens, you deserve to be there.
Nice. Nice. I'm glad you're thinking about me. Oh, for some reason, I just got a bounty. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Hello. Zira sent word I should expect you. Every important merchant in Abah's Landing received a wedding invitation. Every single one. But not Silverclaw. Lord Wallavier, for one. That paranoid cheat lounges about the market as though he owns every tile on the walls. Or that lush Lady Balina. She won't even attend. Just use it as an excuse to buy another dress from Perseus Locke. She's sweet on him, you know. I dislike them equally. Lord Wallavier would keep it in his pocket. Were you subtle enough, you could take it from him. Lady Balina would certainly leave it upon her bedroom dresser. Slip past her mentioned servants and house guards to retrieve it. Good, good. When you do, meet me at your thieves' den. I may have experience in duplicating official documents. For my records, you see.
Oh, of course, of course. Here we are at Lady Balina's. Oh. Alrighty. And away we go. Ah.
Velsa, for the third time.
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you acquire? No, don't tell me. I want to see it with my own eyes.
There it is.
And guest! Oh, this is good! The invitation allows for a single companion!
Nice.
Once you select your guest, you should visit the Diamond Thimble. If you aren't clothed in one of Perseus Locke's outfits, you'll stand out like a sore claw. You don't have to dress up. You get to dress up. But your companion will need to acquire an outfit as well, so go on. I'll be over here. The invitation will be ready in no time at all.
And ignore them at your peril.
Well,
Walk
I'm
softly,
in. A wedding at
Quinn.
Balajard Palace? Just imagine the spread.
Or Silverclaw, question mark?
I'm not entirely proud of my accomplished penmanship, but it was necessary to protect my business in Abah's Landing. But I am not a member of your Thieves Guild, and these forgeries will take time. How will I find an outfit? Though I would like to see the inside of Hugh Balajad Palace. Very much so.
Fuck. Okay. Velsa, I do like Velsa a lot. It's not gonna be Quinn, it's gonna be Walk Softly Velsa or fucking Silverclaw. And I think I'll take Velsa off there. She's already got a love interest. What do you have to say, Walk Softly?
Have I mentioned how much I enjoy a good wedding? Even a bad one can be fun. Perhaps. Why do you ask?
Let's go with the flirtatious option.
I am many things to many people. How do you know I'm not catering myself to your expectations to ensure you think me important? Is it because you want me to be, or because I encouraged you to believe it? But I'm probably joking about all that.
Yeah, let's take you.
Of course
Fuck it.
I am. Dancing, drinking, tossing bottles at those who don't do enough of either. Magnifica Flora may frown on that local tradition. I'll try to read the crowd.
Alright. Hey there, Perseus.
Pleasure. Ah, my unlikely savior returns. Zira sent word of your stylistic needs. Well, any of the selections you see here should fit. I have an eye for these things. Please note, the outfit shall be on loan. I humbly ask you return it with the exact same number of holes as when it left my establishment. Oh, that's like asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Each is special in its own way. Delicate fabrics and exhilarating patterns breathe life into whoever dons them. I don't mean to oversell it, but you shall feel born anew. Oh, go with what speaks to you. The first choice is always the best one. Oh, that horrid place of darkness. Magnifica Flora tried to lead me through, but I panicked and fled. It was sheer luck that I didn't fall to my death. And if she hadn't given me that trinket, we wouldn't be speaking today. Yes, it had a crystal holding a small amount of her blood. I mentioned it to your old guildmaster when he asked about the particulars of Aldenobia tomb.
So
it's
that
strange.
seals that
I seem to
loose
have
end up.
misplaced it. I haven't seen it in months. Why do you ask? Not after the merchant lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent tailor of Abah's Landing. Chief Inspector Ron Beek himself sent a personal apology. Something about excess zeal on the part of his underling.
Very cool. Very cool. Alrighty. What do I want to go with? This one looks nice. I'll go with this one.
Remarkable. As though the outfit
Color's
shows
not
you.
quite well.
Hard to miss you in that. My. You don't exactly clean up, but you look absolutely roguish. I'll need my own outfit for the wedding. Something with a covered face. Not exactly. If Nicholas is working with Kosh, he may have given my description to the guards. I'll need your help to get inside. When you gain entrance to the palace, distract whoever watches the gates from within. I'll do the rest.
Alright.
Good. Here's the wedding invitation, straight from the desk of Silverclaw. After you meet your date at Hubalajad Palace, present this to the gateman. I'll watch for your distraction.
Very well, very well.
Thought you could outclass my outfit. Well, you came close. I can smell
What kind
the
of matching?
food from here. If they have a pie tent, I may abandon you. Fair warning. I await the many compliments about the fine styling. Just good? Not resplendent, striking, or even unforgettable? Must be losing my touch.
Let's get moving.
Look at you. Such impeccable fashion belongs on the other side of this gate. Though I am a fool to request it, might I have your invitation? Yes, everything in order as expected. Refreshments shall be served until the wedding begins. And might I compliment your impeccable timing? We were just about to lock the gates. Don't want any riffraff finding their way inside. A wise suggestion of Chief Inspector Ron Beek. He's to officiate the ceremony, did you know? But of course you did. Please, come in. Tonight, your safety is guaranteed by the Iron Wheel and House Guards alike.
I very much doubt it is.
Are you lost?
I wonder what they're serving for dinner. I could tie silk handkerchiefs together and fashion a rope, but I only brought 12. Not enough for walls this high. Perhaps you can outwit the doorman. Failing that, cause a distraction to draw him from his post.
I'm pretty good with words.
Are you lost? Wedding's in the other direction. What do you mean? You were the last through the gate? As long as I'm standing here, no one else is getting in. I'll need an explanation. And if I'm not satisfied, you can join Magnifica Falor on the other side of the gate. Huh. I heard rumors about Tanith intrigue, but having to do that on her own wedding day, I almost feel sorry for her. I need to check on one of the guests. Don't want to see anyone when I get back, if you follow my meaning.
Yeah.
Make it quick.
Good work. Come, we should speak somewhere private.
It's insane that guy didn't already
Perfect timing.
see her walk
You
through.
can't exactly climb the palace
Magnifica
walls in this
Flora.
outfit. Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests. an old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. We'll need to keep an eye on him, avoid drawing attention to ourselves.
Go with that option.
What can I say? Your own choice inspired me. People seem to be gathering closer to the palace. Let's join them, shall we?
Yeah.
This is a nice change of scenery from the den. This place is a bit of a fortress. Let's hurry. I want to get a good look at Kosh, see for myself what kind of spineless marionette would dance for Nicholas.
Okay.
Do we have time to stop for food?
Don't I know you?
It's all right, I can wait.
So, what do we do now?
Everyone,
Nope.
I require your attention.
This is it. Stay close. Let's see if Nicholas makes an appearance.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce our host for the evening. May I present the impending husband of Magnifica Flora, Lord Kosh.
Welcome to my home. I must thank all of you for joining me on this momentous occasion.
That's Nicholas.
Please, eat and drink your fill. Soon, I shall speak to you not as a humble merchant,
Wait, so
as a noble of
I thought we saw
Nicholas
Kosh. I thought it was
Kosh?
someone else. Huh.
Well,
I guess we saw Kosh, but
better
we
dressed
didn't know
than I
what
remember.
Nicholas looked like. That's right.
Damn it. I should have put it together. Nicholas played us. He played everyone. There was never any Kosh to begin with. I don't know how Nicholas reinvented himself as a reclusive merchant lord, but he managed to do so. He could have been planning this for years. Bastard. We need to stop the wedding. Actually, we need Flora to do so. I think this can still work. Let's split up, learn where she is and how we can reach her. I need to come up with a very convincing argument.
After seeing Zira's outfit, I'm still the best dressed among us.
Okay.
Have you met my cousin, Magnifica Flora? Said not to embarrass her in this little backwater of a town. Very well, I told her. I'll keep my mouth shut by filling it with wine. Did I mention she's my cousin? I don't recall. If you hope to talk her out of this folly, the ain't no I've tried. She's usually much better at fending off grasping cretins such as this Kosh fellow. Hello. Your outfit contains a bit of silver weave, just like mine. Modesty is for the poor. If you were to continue my argument with my cousin, perhaps you could overwhelm her with reason. Say, what's your favorite drink? I can tell you prefer quality spirits, as I do.
White wine.
Then my palate is decidedly more refined than yours. The failing is mine. I mistook you for a far more interesting person. Excuse me, I must find a drink of demonstrably better quality than your own.
Damn it.
Excuse...
Okay. You must be a red wine enjoyer.
There's gristle in the camel milk, she says. Of course there's gristle. Who wants milk you can't chew? No job is worth this. The resplendent Magnifica Flora shan't require your attendance. Bah! Magnifica Flora's handmaid. Everything about her smells like roses, if you get me. Fusses over the bride like a doting aunt. She says the milk is from Magnifica Flora, but I know she drinks it herself. Some wine mixed in could loosen her up and cover up my spittle. She's not my patron. If you help me, I'll tell you whatever you want. The Somerset Hills 572 is subtle enough, but there's a group of fops who always hoard the bottles. Take one when they're distracted, or they're sure to cause a scene, which neither of us wants.
Okay. Fuck. No, I do not want to speak to him. Somerset Hills. I need to go to World, Lejar Domain, see what's new. Cool.
Get me that bottle, and I'll tell you whatever you care. Wonderful. Magnifica Flora's handmaid shall soon have her own bowl of milk wine, entirely free of gristle. Master Kosh installed her in his own bedchamber. It's upstairs, you can't miss it. Don't let the Iron Wheels see you. They're all through the palace like beetles on honeycake.
Access to the palace grounds. Take those servers. I bet they have keys on them.
So you want me to just what? You want me to just steal from one of these guys?
Never thought I'd say
I did
this,
it.
but that's enough mingling. Let's find Zira.
Must be a hole in my pocket.
Joy Domain takes way too much to fucking level up. I'll tell you that much.
The palace is crawling with Iron Wheel. Lead the way. We'll follow from the shadows.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't paused. Hey there. You're awesome, Nicholas.
Who are
secretly.
How did you get in here? Magnifica Flora, we came to warn you. Kosh is not the man he seems.
He's a merchant lord of Abah's Landing. That's one step above the scum they scrape from ship hulls. Is there any other grand revelation before I call the guards?
Advice is free. Good advice is worth its weight in, say, your dowry.
People say this is not how I imagined my wedding to be. They tell amusing stories of what went wrong, trying to outdo each other's tales. Calling the guards on wedding crashers isn't one I've heard. Why shouldn't it be the story I tell? The Thieves Guild stole my dowry. In doing so, they upset my standing in Tenneth. But far worse, they desecrated the remains of my ancestor Denobia. When they couldn't remove the jeweled crown from her head, they separated it from her body. The merchant lords of Abah's Landing are exceptionally crooked. They buy from pirates who raid Tenneth waters and bandits who raid Tenneth roads. But plundering ancestral tombs? That is too far, even for them. Kosh, head of the Thieves Guild? You say he betrayed his own people to steal a dowry for some mad plot to marry a noble of Tenneth? If you are bards sent by my cousin, your imaginations are sorely lacking. Why not say Kosh rode a dragon? With what time? My escort arrives soon to begin the wedding. I have accepted my fate, as you must accept yours. Unless you can produce the skull of Denobia herself, you can tell your fanciful stories to the Iron Wheel. I have indulged this madness for long enough.
Magnifica Flora, are you almost ready? Guests are assembling within the palace.
Magnifica Flora is in.
Nicholas always.
She'll be ready in just a moment.
Do you intend to keep me here? Look around. There's nowhere to go.
Does anyone else feel a draft in this windowless enclosed? Nicholas always had an.
Fuck. No, do not. Get the fuck out of my way. Oh my god, I wish that I could stag at this fucking party. There we go. I got that right. I guessed that right on the first time. I didn't even see the paintings until the last
Portion
two.
of the dowry Nicholas decided. And this must be Denobia's crown. Nicholas, you've doomed yourself. I knew Nicholas kept trophies from his heists. I used to smooth it over with the guild. One of his eccentricities, I'd say. Becoming Kosh hasn't altered his compulsion. He desecrated Denobia's remains, cut off her head. Now, we return the favor. I'll show Flora what Nicholas really is. She wants Denobia's crown as proof. I'll give it to her, along with her ancestor's skull. Once I have her attention, she'll listen.
I don't know why Denobia hasn't already.
Crowd. Once Nicholas is revealed as
called
a
the
fraud,
guards on
escort
us.
your date from the palace. I'll see you at the den soon enough. You're in charge until my return. Magnifica Flora, there's something you need to see.
Yeah, I don't know why she let us continue prowling around.
This doesn't feel right. Where is Zira?
Today, Lord Kosh of Abah's Landing joins with Magnifica Flora, the jewel of Tanith. It is my honor, as a duly appointed officer of the Iron Wheel, to officiate their union.
Stop! There is no honor in this union.
Zira? You're alive? That is... What is the meaning of this?
More importantly, why do you have the desecrated remains of my ancestor?
The Iron Wheel is behind us. If we're going to leave, we should do it now.
Uh-oh.
There must be some mistake.
Chief Inspector Ronbeek, take
All right,
everyone
bye.
into custody.
Fan
I
out.
want this mess sorted.
It's too late, Zira. Let's go. It's what you wanted.
Iron Wheel! Secure all exits! None shall leave the palace grounds! Question everyone here! Be thorough!
Flora, my darling, I've been framed. I implore you to reconsider.
How the fuck do I get over there? Oh, that's how.
Whining doesn't suit you.
We'll have enough time to bicker from inside your cell. Take them away!
God damn it. Where? Oh my god. Come on. There we fucking go, dude.
I informed the others about the wedding. We shouldn't blame ourselves for what happened.
I didn't plan on
Zira
it.
told us to leave. We all understand that. Yes, Zira's capture was an unfortunate turn of events. But Nicholas is the Iron Wheel's prisoner as well. A small reason to celebrate. Magnifica Flora has her dowry, and Nicholas is behind bars. The Iron Wheel won't be here much longer. We'll have a chance at freeing Zira in the chaos of their departure, whenever that is. But that's more your call, isn't it? Zira said you were in charge until she returned to the den. That makes you the acting guildmaster. Boss.
I can get used
Just
to this.
so we're clear, an acting guildmaster has no real power. But it makes you sound important, so we may as well call you that. Also, you get the blame if anything goes wrong. You know how it is.
Of course.
For now, nothing. Until we learn where they've taken her, there is little we can do. But we will learn. I'm certain of that.
Okay. And then we have one last message from Velsa here. And then... Oh, where's it wanting me to go? Back out there? Why? Oh, well, I mean, I guess I know why.
Oh, you are a pot of treacle tea on a dreary day, my friend. Thank you for coming. Feridon back at the inn sent this one news that has filled my heart with sorrow. Perhaps you can help this old woman again, if you have the time. This one has been trying to put her past in order, in addition to reaching out to Velsa. Oh, thank the stars she still loves me. I had Feridon inquire after my estranged son. Like Velsa, Tashmin departed from me in anger. Now I fear for his life. Feridon located Tashmin in Wayrest, a city in distant Stormhaven. He sent me word that bounty hunters have captured him, even though he can find no evidence that my son committed a crime. I'm afraid that the bounty hunters work for House Drez. Oh my, what was this one thinking? I left the letter in the other chamber. My son fell in with a bad crowd, drowning his sorrows in skooma, but he doesn't deserve to be dragged back to House Drez as a slave. Please, help him if you can.
Mirana, you should have told me. Of course I'll find your son.
Oh no, this one doesn't want to be left alone to worry about you and Tashmin. Please, stay here with me.
You there? Nope. Nope.
Yeah?
Fuck.
Well, Tosh isn't. That skeever Manant send you? Tell him I don't have the gold yet. I'm working on it. Yeah? Well, Tosh isn't here. Take your charity and... Wait a moment. Why are you looking for Tosh? He never hurt anyone. And you don't look like a guard. Help? Well, I need some help too. Do a favor for me and I'll tell you where they took Tosh. Lupel Manant has a cart near the north gate. I owe him a bit of gold and he's starting to get anxious about my ability to pay. That won't work. He'd have to admit he deals skooma and he's too crafty for that. Just tear the page with my debt out of his ledger and bring it to me. He keeps it in a locked chest near his cart. Do this and I'll tell you what happened to Tosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll answer to the guards for that.
Of course. How the fuck was I supposed to steal from this? How the actual fuck was I supposed to steal from this? Did you fucking see how damn close he was?
Call the guard.
Dude, fuck you. Oh my god. In fact, you know what? You're going to die. I can't kill you. Wow, I can't kill you. Can I please look inside this chest? Okay, I have to give her the torn page. Alright. Where's the, benefit pardon effects?
You actually came back. Does that mean you did that favor I asked about? You got it? Now my skooma dealer has nothing on me. I get a fresh start. He was with me when two dark elves grabbed him.
Yeah.
They claim to be bounty hunters, but I've seen this before. They take unfortunates like us and turn us into slaves. How do I know you aren't another one of those so-called bounty hunters? You are a dark elf. Maybe you're in
Hey, the
league
game's
with the
recognizing my
bastards that
race.
grabbed Tosh. I suppose you can't be too bad. You did help me after all. He's down by the docks, tied up like cargo. Those so-called bounty hunters are still prowling around looking for other Khajiit. Damn guards were probably paid to look the other way.
Hey there.
This one is miserable.
Not anymore.
A dark elf. Help me? What cruel amusements these slavers employ to trick a poor Khajiit. And why would you help me? This one has never even seen you before. Besides, that bounty hunter carries an arrest writ with Tashmin's name on it. As long as he has that, this one will never be free. This one will die of thirst soon. It is inevitable. But if you really plan to get the writ, you'll need to pick the bounty hunter's pocket. He's been drinking my skooma while his partner hunts other Khajiit. So I suppose you might want to hurry.
Bang. Nice. God, it takes things forever to load in Wayrest, especially, man.
Tashmin thanks you, but continues to wonder why you bothered. You want something, yes? Explain quickly, because the city no longer feels safe to me. My mother sent you? This one has not seen Narani in many, many years. How would she even know where to find me? Why would she even try? I was full of anger for so long. But now I am just sad. This one wishes she had not found me. She should not see the sorry condition her beloved son has fallen into. Still, Tashmin can't stay here. Maybe it's time to put the past behind me and try to do something better with my life. Because this one was young and foolish once, full of anger, and certain that the moons shone only for me. Soon, the skooma drowned my memories, And it was easier just to forget. This one has heard of Abah's Landing. Always wanted to see such a place. Perhaps I will accept your offer of hospitality. But first things first. This one needs a drink.
Okay.
Had the feeling you'd stop by. Did you know Silver Claw was looking for you? Something urgent, he said. That oily fat cat tried to bribe me with a fine wine to keep an eye out for you. Of course I took his bribe. Why do you think we're talking? So to meet him in the den quick as you can.
Okay. And, where's, the other one at? What? There we go.
Or whatever you call it. Your words rekindled the memories this one thought were long gone. So I decided to come to Abah's Landing sooner rather than later. Now? So soon? Can't this one have a drink first? Maybe 3. No. A clear head is better than a clouded mind on occasions such as this. I just hope my mother isn't too disappointed in what her son has become.
I don't think she will be.
Is that my mother? This one never should have stayed away so long.
Oh, happiness! Oh, joy! First Velsa, and now my Tashmin.
Your mother has missed you. Welcome to our home, Tashmin.
We have so much to catch up on.
What? I must have something in my eye. Mold spore or something. It's the damn cistern. Who lives in a cistern? I can't wait to get back to my garden. It certainly looks that way. Between Tashmin and I, Narani had a hard life. I just want her to be happy. And I plan to make up for everything Narani has missed. I'll be there for as long as she'll have me. I can't change the past, but I'll do my best to make her future better. What a ridiculous question. Tashmin is... He's part of this family. And it's a better family than the one I was born into, believe me.
Alright. And now... just to continue with the main quest. Actually, I think there's one more personal quest after this. It's Zira's personal quest, but besides that, it's just this.
I have good news, my friend. Chief Inspector Runbeak and the Iron Wheel will soon depart Hughesbane. And the bad news, Zira will be sent to Tanith, where she will stand trial for raiding Aldenobia Tomb, somewhere in Noshira Citadel. The Iron Wheel's preparations to depart causes much distraction. There is no better time to slip among their ranks. But I am not a part of your guild. You would know best what to do, of course.
Okay.
We know where Zira is? Are we going to rescue her?
What do you mean, we? I'm retired.
Zira would do the same for any of us. Even you, Velsa.
The least we can do is hear out our acting guildmaster. So, what is the plan? If we're going to Noshira Citadel, I can help. The Iron Wheel can always spot imposters. It's not the uniform, it's the mannerisms and protocol they follow. It's all part of their training. They cycle their soldiers between locations every few months. Keeps them from forming attachments with the locals. They see new faces all the time, so they're trained to spot certain mannerisms. Ones I've learned to spot as well. And impersonate. I just need a uniform. They change those too, small details here and there. We need one that can accommodate my tail. Oh, and bring the journal we used in Aldenobia Tomb. I have an idea, but until we know our entry point, I don't want to share.
Alright.
I know it won't be easy to recover Zira, but I'm ready for this. Just say the word. Lots of crumbling walls. I can scout the best approach, see if the Iron Wheel leaves anything less defended. They won't notice me, No one ever looks up. Let me see your map. This place, just outside Nishira Citadel? I'll meet you there when I've found a way inside. See you there, partner?
Okay.
I know that look. That's your tell Velsa to do something look. Why do none of you believe I'm retired? I could say it slowly. Retired. Did it stick this time? I only traveled to Aldenobia Tomb because I had history with the people who died there. But poking around the Iron Wheel's headquarters? Lunacy. I need a phenomenal reason to risk my life for Zira's. You did, and I am grateful. But rescuing Zira is a tall order. I'll do so on one condition. Promise to help Narani should she ever need it. I want her final years to be without the pain she suffered in the time that came before. I'm going to smash some stink apples at the front gate to draw the Iron Wheel there. The distraction will make it easier for you to get in elsewhere. What? You're temporary Zira. You think I ever let her tell me what to do?
All right. Time to go.
Scouting successful. The Iron Wheel doesn't send patrols beyond the walls anymore. They're too busy preparing to leave. And there's some sort of commotion at the main gate. Seems they've pulled a few soldiers there to deal with it. A gap in the wall not far from here. There's a lone sentry. I already told Walk Softly. He's waiting for you near the gap. I'll head back to the walls. Keep scouting the Citadel exterior.
All right.
Do you see the sentry? He keeps looking through the gate, rubbing his lips, waiting for one of his mates to come by with a drink. Let's relieve him of his thirst, then his uniform. We walk up. I present myself as a drunk, dapper Argonian. He challenges us, tells us to move along, then sees the bottle in my hand. I offer him a taste. He takes a long pull from one of Velsa's sleeping potions. We take his uniform. Try to look non-threatening, if at all possible.
Okay. I mean, it really feels like you could have done this without me.
My good man, is this the gate to Abah's Landing?
Halt! The Citadel is under jurisdiction of the Iron Wheel.
Huh. Never heard of that tavern. What do they sell?
You should move along. What, that bottle you have, what is that?
Delicious. Some wine from, Bergama. Why, you want some?
If you're offering, just a nip to get my blood pumping. Tava's tail feathers, it's awful. Ugh. What is that taste?
Something to which I'm immune. But he's right, it does taste awful.
Do I need to get his uniform or something? Oh, I guess not.
My distractions worked.
Here we part ways.
I'll stick to the shadows for now.
Okay.
Here we part ways. Once I'm in uniform, I'll see how well I blend in. If I may suggest a course of action, the journal you brought contains the entire dowry heist, as planned by Nicholas. I think we can use it to our advantage. Chief Inspector Ron Beek has an office in the ruins where he entertains guests. If you were to leave the journal for him to find, there is little chance Nicholas could weasel out of the trial he faces in Tanith. Oh, and you could find out where they're holding Zira. Good luck. Don't get caught. If you do, we'll have to spring 2 guildmasters. Shameful times for the Thieves Guild.
Indeed.
You go ahead.
Hey there.
I have no quarrel with you. My dowry is safely returned to Aldenobia Tomb, as are the remains of my ancestor. Those responsible are in custody. Yet I am not entirely satisfied with the outcome. My former fiancé Kosh, that is Nicholas, has been very cooperative with the Iron. He claims he was duped, that stealing my dowry was Zira's plan all along. Zira has said nothing. Zira's price to surrender was the safety of those she brought along to the wedding. You and your strange little friend. Almost honorable in her own way. Nicholas lies, I know that now. But Chief Inspector Ron Beek has no evidence to the contrary. The town criers in Tenneth already proclaim her trial. Politics as they are, I cannot simply release her. But I can tell you where she is. And I can offer a lucrative proposal to your entire organization, to her directly, once you free her. Good. Zira is held in the prisons beneath us, but you must hurry. Chief Inspector Ron Beek plans to move her, to where I do not know. I'll escort you to the prison door. If you stay by my side, the Iron Wheel shall cause you no harm. Are you ready?
Yes. I noticed an Argonian guard standing by the prison door.
You there! Unlock the door and allow my companion entry to the prison. Do not record this in the log.
As you command. You there, follow me.
And who? You certainly don't belong. Who are you and why are you here? Straight to the point. Very good. I know where Chief Inspector Ron Beek took Zira. I'm willing to tell you. My only price is a single lockpick. I didn't ask you to free me. A single lockpick, from one thief to another. A tradition Zira began, which means bad luck for her should you break it. Ah, but we have company. And they seem ambivalent to the idea.
Oh, hey there, guys.
Walk softly. So good to see you again. Have you been?
Hunted. Missing too many dead friends.
And Velsa as well. I thought you'd retired.
And I thought you were dead. Seems we were both disappointed.
And who are you? I don't believe we've met.
I'm someone who knows better than to listen to your lies. I've never met Nicholas before. Far as I'm concerned, I never want to see him again. Absolutely not. We can't know if he's lying, and we shouldn't risk him getting free. His help is the kind we don't need. And I overheard that transfer orders are stored in the warden's office. If we find nothing there, we trade him the lockpick. Do what you think is right.
Nicholas wasn't lying. I figured out all of his tells long ago. He knows where they have Zira, which means the acting guildmaster has a decision to make about a lockpick. If Chief Inspector Ron Beek personally moved Zira, we have very little time. A single lockpick won't do us any harm, and it gets us what we need. And I'll know if he's lying, so yes, toss one his way. Aim for the eye.
Nicholas in a cell. Somehow, it feels right. Nicholas could never pick a lock. Unless he learned since the dowry heist, a lockpick would be nothing more than a thin sliver of hope, which you could deny him. Is his hopelessness worth Zira's potential imprisonment? That's up to you.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. God damn, I was not expecting that. Okay. I think we leave him. I think we... God, fucking traps. Yeah, I think we leave him. I'm not one for this shit. Okay. Hi there. God damn. Okay, I won't be able to lockpick this. No point in trying. There we go. Thankfully it doesn't matter. There we are.
You'll be charged with desecrating Aldenobia Tomb, a capital offense. Cooperate, and I'll argue leniency. And what are you? The thief from Fulstrom Homestead, wasn't it? Why are you here? So you say to an unarmed man. You seem to have the upper hand, for the moment. This won't stop. The Iron Wheel shall not stop, until there is a trial. Desecrating a family tomb? Every noble in Tanith wants to see justice served. You mean Kosh? He insists he was duped by the Thieves Guild. His story doesn't completely add up, but Zira has not spoken since her arrival. Without proof, his story is the most convincing. Dowry heist? You name your crimes? I once gave you a chance to surrender. Instead, you attacked my men and fled with a valuable relic. I'm not inclined to take you at your word.
Yeah, I guess I could have changed his mind
The other
otherwise.
thief? Surrender, all of you. The Iron Wheel is relentless. We serve a higher calling than gold or riches.
What? You seem the type to talk all day.
Zira, you aren't the only prisoner we freed. They're on shore and itching to come back to the Thieves Guild.
Yes, yes, a charming reunion. Open the cage so we can go.
I almost said something pithy like, you're late, or about time. But really, I'm glad to see every one of you. Even Velsa. Better now that I'm out of that cell. I can't wait to return to the den. After we've taken care of some business.
Oh, okay. Guess we just go to Aruba and we'll talk about that later then.
Might I say, you are the most magnificent Magnifica I've ever met. You elevate the cesspit of Abah's landing with your very presence.
Only one more quest now. I'm curious as to what Zira's personal quest is.
Until I spent time in a cell, I didn't realize how much this place had grown on me. It's good to be back. But it's better to have robbed the Iron Wheel of their dignity, our guildmates, and a dockload of ill-gotten goods. With what? They can't look to Magnifica Flora for help. She hired the Iron Wheel to recover her dowry. When they did, she stopped funding them. After what we took from the Iron Wheel, they'll barely have enough to ship Nicholas to Tanith. What they'd planned to do with me, they'll put him on trial. A show trial because the people want revenge. When he's convicted, well, I hear the guillotine is popular in Tanith. But Nicholas is the past. I'm interested in the future. Never waste an opportunity. Huh. Nicholas used to say that. Well then, let's see what Tanith nobles think lucrative means. As for the rest of you, I'm naming you as part of my Thieves' Council. I'll need those I can trust in the coming months. Yes, even Velsa. Counselor Emeritus, if it suits you.
This calls for a drink. Or 5. Where's Andari?
Huzzah! Meaningless titles.
Don't be so, well, you.
Alright.
My apologies for interrupting. Your Lord Thrag escorted me here.
Oh wait, was that?
I'll have to celebrate later. Opportunity waits for none of us, whatever title we have.
What would you have us do? Stare at one another until your return?
What does it matter to you? Aren't you retired?
Semi-retired. And what would you suggest?
I didn't realize they were still
Old
talking.
hands and sing songs?
Hardly. The only tune you know is grating.
I think I'm starting to like you.
Are we done yet? I think we're done. I think I missed out on something with Magnifica Flora there, but oh well.
I used used to dream of this place when I was a young cutpurse. I thought, if I can make enough of myself, one day I can go there, hold my head high, order a drink like a normal person. It tastes the same as what we have in the den. Yes. He's the reason I needed a strong drink. According to Magnifica Flora, the Iron Wheel's prison ship encountered a storm and nearly capsized. The waves swept a dozen people over the side, Nicholas among them. Body lost to the storm, they said. Neither does Magnifica Flora. Here's a copy of his wanted poster. It's plastered all over Tanith. I want you to find out what really happened. If he's dead, we throw a party in the den. But if he's alive, you track him down and do as you see fit. I'll back whatever decision you make. Someone called the Desert Falcon is looking for Nicholas as well. That's how this came to my attention. I want you to see what this Falcon knows. Last I heard, the Desert Falcon was in Rivenspire, some tavern in Shornhelm. See what you can learn. If any trails lead to Nicholas, follow them. I'll answer what I can. Someone who doesn't realize Desert Falcon is incredibly pompous. Nicholas made enemies over the years. Maybe it's one of them. But why look for him now and not after the dowry heist? Whoever it is, my hope is they're willing to work with you. I don't know how to answer that. We were friends for so many years. He meant so much to the Guild, to me. And then he betrayed us. He left us to the mercy of the Iron Wheel. Drowning at sea is too good for him. The Thieves Guild doesn't murder. And yet, Nicholas was the cause of so much suffering. I shouldn't ask you to do that. In fact, I can't. But if you find him alive and leave him dead, I'll consider him the exception.
Thankfully for you, I am a vampire and a member of the Dark Brotherhood who has no qualms about killing. Oh hey, it's Ron Beak.
You are the last person I expected to see. Did you come to gloat? To tell me my search for Nicholas will end in failure? And how did you learn I was the Desert Falcon? I'm no longer Chief Inspector of anything. After your guild escaped Noshira Citadel, I had no choice but to resign from the Iron Wheel. The journal was a nice touch. I'd hoped it would seal the fate of Nicholas at his trial. But a storm did that. Allegedly. You don't get that from me. You couldn't follow simple instructions to put down a sparkling trinket. How can I possibly trust you? We thought Abah's landing was full of bandits. The merchant lords pointed us in your guild's direction. When I realized they used us to settle old debts, I withdrew the Iron Wheel to Noshira Citadel. You think me heartless? That I don't regret our methods? Ugh, all right, you win again. Here, this key opens my strongbox. You're welcome to the contents. No, but I suspect he's an alik'r. There's a snitch, goes by the name Bellalord Shatterbeak. Slippery fellow, local. He might know where Nicholas was heading. It's all in my notes. I'm not helping you, I'm ending my involvement. I'm done with his case. There's neither profit nor honor in its resolution.
Okay.
Don't think I've seen you around. Or I could have. I was quite drunk yesterday. Hello again, for the first time. Are you working for that ram's beak, Falcon Wings fellow? Heard he wanted the same thing. Also heard he was a guard. He sent you then? Fine. Tell him my price. Pay my tab at every tavern in the city. Bounty hunter. I can always spot the type. Think they can squeeze people like us. I met your friend at a tavern. Briefly, you understand. But I remember enough to send you to him. First thing, he didn't go by Nicholas. Can't recall his name. Something equally forgettable. But I do remember his high elf companion. A widow she was. My darling Volu, he called her. They were returning to her home. A lovely man and his sentinel. In alik'r? That's all I remember. The drink, you see. But they were to be married as soon as they returned. Oh, she'd fallen for him. I could see that. He was some sort of painter? The canvas kind, not tavern placards. He brought some kind of joy to her life. Would have been lovely, but I passed out on the table.
Okay. Hey there.
I don't often receive visitors in my garden, especially the uninvited ones. Vantis? Whatever for? And who are you exactly? He struggles enough finding his muse. Distracting him with financial matters will disturb his concentration. I must ask you to leave. I will inform Vantis you stopped by.
No. Oh, fuck you. How do you expect me to do that? Okay. Fucking hell. Okay, I guess I'll go. What? What? Dude? How the fuck am I supposed to get back there? Do I go through this way? Is that how? Okay, I go through this way. Because they didn't want to add like a little fucking pathway here for you to go through to make things slightly more convenient. They have to choose the most inconvenient way to fucking do things. I hate the terrain design in this game
Perhaps
sometimes.
You are not who I expected.
Nope.
I knew my time here wouldn't last. I hoped it would take longer, though. Zero wanted to make sure I was truly dead, yes? I taught her too well. What business? The man you knew as Nicholas truly died in that storm. I am a changed man, a married man.
That happened
I live
very
quietly
quickly.
in this house, painting things that my wife adores. I retired. Ask. I'll tell you everything you want to know. No more secrets. None of them matter anymore. I wanted more. Alone, Abah's landing is a meager prize. But if I could find a way to bring in Tanith, with a stake in both cities, you control all trade in Hughes Bay. But I hadn't. Velsa should have joined me at Maluk's path. After my death, she would lead the others back to Abah's landing. Zira could scatter the guild before the Iron Wheel's arrival. But then Velsa retired and everything changed. Of course not. But had all gone according to plan, Zira could have filtered the guild into Tanith, set up there while the Iron Wheel was chasing them here. And when I was Magnifica Falora's puppet in Abah's landing, Zira would be mine in Tanith. Very well. We both know my part in what happened to the Thieves Guild. I won't beg for my life, if that's what you're expecting. If that's what Zira wants from me.
I'm gonna tell your wife who you are.
But I love her! I see. Zira wants you to take away what's important to me. Go on then. Do what you must.
And I already told her this, and she didn't give a shit, so it's not like this is going to change anything. How do I get to her? You're making things exceptionally fucking difficult for me, man. How do I go up? How do I go up in your fucking house? Oh my god. Okay.
What now? I thought I asked you to leave. How dare you! Ventus is a respected artist from the Imperial City. He fled before all the troubles with the Daedra. You say he is not the man with whom I fell in love? What proof have you? None, of course. The Jewel of Tanith? Marriage? No, I cannot take you at your word. You must understand that. Leader of the Thieves Guild. Is his name Nicholas? Or is it Kosh? A known con man. This cannot be. I thought he loved me. What should I do? I'll find this Runbeak. Tell him everything I know. Before the month ends, my soon-to-be ex-husband shall be tried in Tanith.
Ew. Alright, Zira, the job is done.
Well, did Nicholas survive the storm? What happened? Is he... marriage? He sweet-talked his way into someone's life so quickly? He did his unlucky spouse a favor. It sounds as though he has nowhere else to run. You helped restore the Thieves Guild, make it more than it once was. Of course, I trust your judgment. Now all the old business is put to rest. Let's go. We have a guild to run.
Wake up, samurai.
There are heists to plan and merchant lords to rob. See you in the den.
Okay, you gotta love little things. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, as always. Next episode, we're gonna round out the guilds with the Dark Brotherhood, and then after that, we're going straight to the Ebon Heart Pact.